Hello everyone, it's me McMiner and welcome back to another episode of the My Creation Showcases series here on Minecraft. This is either episode 61 or 62. It's most likely going to be episode 62. And in today's video, I am hopping back on to McMiner World to show you guys the water park because the water park is officially done. Well, it's been done for a few weeks at the time you're recording this because I'm recording this on March 7th. So I'm going to be giving you guys a quick little tour of the water park. Hopefully it shouldn't be nearly as long as the theme park tour. That video was nearly an hour and a half long. And considering how small the water park is compared to the theme park, it's probably only going to take like half an hour or something like that. So yeah, we're just going to come on down here and we can bounce along on the slime like we did in the theme park tour. Let's take a look at the world map first before we actually go into the water park. So I updated like I made a little sign here that says world map, and there's a ladder here so you can get a better look at some of the more north parts of the map. So yeah, that is the world map, and so yeah, we can officially head into the water park. I will leave a link to the theme park tour in the description for those who haven't watched that video yet. So go watch that if you haven't already. And yeah, we can go ahead and start off the water park. The water park tour with this restaurant right here. It's based. I kind of mirrored what the theme park looked like for the front area of it. So yeah, and we got some pale oak trees over here in the front instead of the cherry trees in the theme park. We got the ticket, we got the ticket area like for employees and stuff. And then so yeah, we can start off with a seafood restaurant here that I made here. We got some pufferfish, which I think gives you poison if you eat them. We got some cod, some tropical fish, some salmon, and some more pufferfish. In fact, there's actually some of each fish in the chest right there, and there is some seating right here and right here. There's also some seating outside here, like there is for the restaurant at the front of the theme park. I think I named that restaurant the Get Your Energy restaurant. Now there used to be a map, like a big map of the entire park here, just like how there was for the theme park. But I replaced it with this chest with all the maps there. In fact, I replaced the whole theme park map with one for the chests as well. In fact, since I'm here, let's go ahead and take the monorail to the water park. That's like take the park to park monorail to the water park. So we can take a quick little ride at this. Yeah, goodbye theme park. I already toured you in a previous episode. I toured you back in November. So yeah, we can take a quick little ride to the water park. And yeah, oh, again, because I'm in creative. In fact, you know what? Game mode survival. Let's actually switch to survival for this tour. And here is the water park monorail. It's the opposite color of the theme park monorail. And let's go ahead and move on over here. It's the first ride that I made for this. It's inspired by the Squid Splash ride in Z1 Only Gaming's Let's Build a Theme Park series, hence why it says inspired by Z1 Only. It's called the Squid Flume. I mean, I feel like it would be pretty funny to call it the Squid Game, but it's not a mini game. So yeah, let's go ahead and ride this, and yeah, enjoy the ride. So yeah, you can get a good view of the park from up there. Yeah, here's another good view for the park. And yeah, let's make our way around. Like, should I go left or right? You know what? Let's go this way around. We have a drink shop over here, like filled with a bunch of potions for, like for if you need any potions. Like got slow falling, got night vision, got swiftness, and we got oh, I didn't realize that these were renamed to leaping, because back then it was a jump boost. But yeah, I don't know if it was always like that, but yeah, we can go ahead and continue on over this way to this mini game right here. This was actually going to be a pool area inspired by, I think, a Howley tutorial, but you can see a sign right there as to what the name of the game is called. And the game is called the Fish Catch Race. So here are the rules for this mini game. And yes, I included some water-themed mini games in this park as well. And oh, let me actually, for tour purposes, I'm actually going to switch it to peaceful, even though some mini games in the theme park over there require hostile mobs. So yeah, actually give fishing rod. Okay, so that way it doesn't lose durability. So yeah, I'll catch a fish real quick, and I can briefly explain the rules a bit better. Oh, I didn't even get a fish. But yeah, I mean, the rules are pretty... So yeah, the rules are pretty simple. Like first, to catch a certain amount of fish wins. Like, you decide on the fish. Like, if I caught a cod there, and if we were trying to catch cod, then that would be 1 point for me. So yeah, and that same thing applies to every other fish, like a salmon, a tropical fish, and a pufferfish. But anyways, moving on over this way, we have a TSMC Minecraft tutorial. I think this is TSMC Minecraft. This is a TSMC Minecraft. Yes, this is a pool. This is a very small pool area. There are 2 much bigger pool areas that I'm much more proud of, considering I did not use any tutorials to build those. But yeah, we have this little mini pool. We have this small pool area with a small little slide and even a couple of diving boards. This is the only pool that has diving boards too, so if you want to do any diving board action, this is the pool to go to. We got some bathrooms in there, and then we have what looks to be shower areas. And we got a little bench here and the slide here as well. So yeah, we can take a quick ride at that. And yeah, that's pretty much, and then we have that, some rugs there, and yeah, it's basically a TSMC Minecraft tutorial that I followed. I think this is the only tutorial I followed for this park, because originally I was gonna make a bunch of builds based on certain tutorials. In fact, there are some things like this next ride right here that I did use a tutorial for, but the entire concept for it I did not actually take from a tutorial. Like, there's also a roller coaster over there that I had to use tutorials for to make those statues over there, as well as another statue over there. And yeah, here is a statue. This is a statue right here. This is a ride called Crown the Drowned. All right, we can move on to Crown the Drowned. Just like with the theme park, I'm going to be splitting this into 10-minute intervals, so that way, like for editing purposes. And yeah, Crown the Drowned. Drowned designed by a YouTuber named Zooey Mama, just like the fish that are over there at that roller coaster. Now, I actually gave the statue a name. I called him Ben, so it's Ben the Drowned. It's supposed to be a play on the creepypasta. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick ride at this, and yeah. This is actually one of the longer rides in the water park as well. So you go inside the Drowned for this, just like how you go inside another mob for another ride. And then we got a little brain right here which is a mix of brain and water, considering drowns are just zombies infected by water. So yeah, I decided to make a little brain mixed up with some water for that, which I think would be really fitting for a drowned. And then we go back outside for the end of the ride. So yeah, that is the Crown the Drowned ride. We can now move on to one of the three bigger things in this water park. One of the things that I'm the most proud of in regards to this park actually is the Rainbow Slides pool. I did not use a tutorial at all. In fact, let me actually go into creative to give you a nice view of the entire attraction. So yeah, we have this. So and then let me go back into survival, so that I can do a quick little. So yeah, we got a massive pool here, and then that I will be going over here in a few minutes. We got a jacuzzi over there, as well as on the other side. This is one of the slide entrances. There is another one on the other side. And as you can see, it's kind of hollow in here. I did not want to try to fill up any of this stuff, but at least it gives you a good look at the bottoms of the slides. Kind of like in normal water parks, I think. So yeah, we have this whole area right here. You can get a good view of the entire park from here. You can even get a good view of some of the theme park from here as well. So yeah, and yeah, it's like that is a good view of the theme park. You can see some of the main rides. You can see the Spleef game there as well. So yeah, let's ride one of the middle slides. And actually, before I do, let me take a look over here. But yeah, there's the Crown the Drowned ride. There's the fish catch race. So yeah, let's ride one of the end slides. I almost said one of the end rides. I mean, at least it rhymes. So yeah, and here is the other slide entrance and the other jacuzzi. And yeah, here's another one of the restrooms. I'm going in the I'm not going to go into the women's restroom for probably obvious reasons, even though this isn't real life. But it's basically symmetrical to the men's restroom, and it's basically very similar to how I did another pool on the complete opposite side. Anyways, we have this game right here, which is actually the final thing I built in order to finish this water park. It is another mini game called boat fishing. So here are the rules. And yeah, there are provided fishing rods in that chest. And yeah, there are 10 boats, one for each wood type, and each one contains an emerald. In fact, let me go ahead and get that, and show you guys for proof. And yeah, each boat has one. I'm not going to go through all of them because I don't want this video to be too long. Anyways, next up we have this mini game right here, which is an ice boat race. Right here. So yeah, it's called the Aquarium Ice Boat Race. So yeah, I'm gonna do one lap, I'm only gonna do one lap because of how long it is. So yeah. I'm gonna switch into third-person view for this. So yeah, I'm really proud of the design of the walls for this mini game, but you can see it is pretty darn big. Now I did have some fish in this little aquarium tank right there, but I don't know what happened to them. Some of them despawned, and I think they were actually killed because I saw the drops for them. But yeah, see what I mean when I say this race is so long. So yeah, gonna do one lap and then that'll be it for this. But yeah, I am going to finish up this, and yeah, we can. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna be quiet for the rest of this race. Say yeah, like that was only a minute worth. That was a whole minute, and that was only halfway through the race. So yeah, let's. Uh, but yeah, it's really hard to control your boats on the ice. So yeah. So yeah, we're almost 75% done. And yeah, we are 75% done. So yeah. And if you saw in the book, it says I heavily recommend only doing 1 lap, but you can do however many laps you want. But because of how long this is, considering it's taken me nearly 2 minutes to get through this whole race. It's super boring because of how long it is, not gonna lie. But yeah, because of how long it is, I highly recommend only doing 1 lap. And we finally made it to the end. So yeah. That is the ice boat race. So yeah, we can break this. We can put this back in the chest right here. And then we can move on to the next roller coaster that is right here. So yeah, we can move on to the next roller coaster. It's called the School of Fish coaster. So yeah, we can come over here for the entrance, the School of Fish coaster. Fish designs by Zooey Mama. I followed Zooey Mama tutorials to get to make all the statues of the cod, the salmon, the tropical fish, and the pufferfish. So yeah, let's take a ride on this. So yeah, we head inside the cod first, then we head inside the salmon, then we go on top of the tropical fish because there's no room to do the tropical fish like inside. And then we head inside the pufferfish. Right here. Which it's basically just a spiral. And then we head back down to the beginning. So yeah, you can get a good view of a lot of the stuff from here as well. So yeah, that is this ride, and then we can move on to another one of the. Oh wait, no. First, let's do this. Let's do this whole thing first. It's actually supposed to be a water playground, you know, kind of like the water playground that the old Nickelodeon Hotel in Orlando had. So yeah, it's supposed to be a huge water playground. Like I could take a quick walk around. I really should consider adding buttons here. And then we got a giant bucket that's meant to douse everyone in water. As a matter of fact, that button I passed, if I go back to this button and press it, check it out. Like you can't actually dunk the bucket, but hey, this is the best that you can do from Minecraft. So yeah, that is that. I am not going to wait for the water to fully finish because that will take forever. And yeah, we can now move on to another one of the attractions that I'm really, really proud of. It is a lazy river pool. As you can see, this is the back wall to the aquarium ice boat race. But yeah, we can move on to the lazy river pool. All right, we can move on to the lazy river pool. Now I actually got inspired because I wanted to make one pool with some big slides and a big pool with some slides and a big pool with a lazy river. Kind of like how there are 2 pools at the Cabana Bay Resort at Universal Orlando. One with a slide and one with a lazy river. And it's basically the exact same dimensions, especially for the pool and the bathrooms. So yeah, that is the pool and the bathrooms. but then we can come over to the lazy river pool. Oh, we got the jacuzzis on the side as well. We have the lazy river right here as well. And there are dispensers with some water, with some splash water bottles. Let me actually... But yeah, let me say, if you press the button, there we go. Let me actually go into creative to get another one. Splash water bottle. I'm actually going to grab multiple because there is another attraction that uses splash water bottles. So yeah, let's store those in our inventory for now, and then we can actually take a quick little ride like in the lazy river. Well, it's not really a ride considering you have to manually use a boat, but yeah. But I call them pool floaties, like in regards to this, because walking through would take forever, and you can't swim unless you're 2 blocks deep, which this is obviously not 2 blocks deep. So I'm going to be taking a quick little ride around the lazy river. So yeah, and as you can see, I tried making it visually appealing by adding bamboo and some jungle trees. And yeah, this is supposed to be where you can spray, like it's a water gun, just like at the lazy river at Cabana Bay Beach Resort, that you can squirt people with, like in the lazy river. But yeah, I haven't seen it, like the times I've been there recently, I haven't seen them. I haven't seen those water guns being used, but these are inspired by those water guns, just like how the whole lazy river is inspired by the lazy river concept is inspired by the Cabana Bay resort at Universal, like one side having a giant pool with a lazy river, and then the other side having a giant pool with a water slide. Anyways, let's head back into survival and move on over to the next minigame, which we actually need to come over here for. It is this tall minigame. This is actually the tallest thing in the entire world, even taller than the King of the Ladder game in the theme park. It is actually a boat. It's actually a boat rings game. Now, I forgot to include a rule book here. So yeah, I'm gonna do that when I'm done recording this video. Like record a rule book, like put a rule book and some boats in there as well. But yeah, you come all the way to the top here. You get in a boat, and you have to try to land in the furthest ring to get the most points. Now, I originally was planning on making it up to 10 rings, but I would have to build all the way up to the height limit and even make a bit of redstone, like to make the boat bounce up in the air for that to happen. And I did not want to have to build any higher than the spawn area for this world. So yeah, if I go into, you can see, I tried making it look like a cloud, kind of like Stampy's raindrops ride, but yeah. We can come over here. Hopefully I don't die. Actually, yeah, 3 points is good, because I really don't want to die. And, I really don't want to die trying. And yeah, instead of getting rid of the rings completely, I decided to make them look abandoned. Hence why it says, yeah, hoops 6 to 10 are impossible to reach and therefore have been abandoned. So yeah, I feel like that would be a nice touch in regards to that. So yeah, I'm going to add a rule book and some boats at the, after I'm done recording. So yeah, after that we can move on over to this ride right here, which here is the same reasoning for that. We can move on over to this ride, which is of an Elder Guardian, because there is actually a Guardian statue on top of a minigame right there. You'll see it here in a little bit. But yeah. And then we have this to go through as well after this. It's called Rise of the Guardians, supposed to be a play on the movie Rise of the Guardians title. But yeah, let's take a quick ride on it. You're supposed to go inside the Elder Guardian as well. So yeah, as you can see, there's a Guardian. There's Guardian pixel art right there, and here is the Elder Guardian that you go into. and I decided to make some water attraction. I decided to make some some waterfalls for like visual purposes, and then we come down here, and that is the end of the ride already. So yeah, that is the end of that, and then I was able to make an exit for this ride as well, and then we have this right here. You know how in the theme park you know how in the theme park there was a hotel? Well, I decided to make a hotel for the water park as well. Designed by Halney, just like the theme park one. It is a completely different design than the theme park one. So, if we go in here, there's another pool. There is some tables. I mean, not tables. Some sun umbrellas. And then, yeah, we have this whole back area over here. And yeah, we have some tables. We have the reception area, which has some barrels. And then we have a dining area over here. And then the bathroom right here. And if we go upstairs, I'm only going to show you one room because literally every single hotel room is identical. But yeah, we have this, and then we have up here some more seating. Up here some more seating. Let's actually go into this room because it's the highest. It's one of the highest rooms, and you can get another good view of the water park from here. So yeah, again, you get a good view of not just the pool for this hotel, but the water park as well. And yeah, that is, oh yeah, the bathroom as well. And oh, I forgot to include lanterns on this top floor, like in regards to the bathrooms. Gonna have to do that after recording as well. Actually, you know what? Let me actually do that right now before I forget. Put some lanterns like that. And then, like, okay, I did put one in there. So, yeah, we can get rid of that. And we can go back into survival. And, yeah, we can now move on. I think there are only, like, 3 more things in the park, in this water park. Yeah, yeah. I told you this was, considering how much smaller this is compared to the theme park, I told you this wasn't going to be as long as the theme park tour. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you. Like the Guardian design inspired by iJevin. It's a tutorial by the YouTuber who goes by that name, except instead of making it a Guardian, I decided to make it Elder Guardian colors. So yeah, that's the story behind that. Anyways, we can move on over to this, I think. Yes. Actually, no. This first. Water sprinklers. Kind of like how you would see water sprinklers at water parks. There is a button to turn them on, and if I turn them on, it just shoots a bunch of splash water balls in the air. Hence why I got all of these. Oh, I kind of forgot to do this. Wait, no. Game rule. Do they do oh wait. Where is the daylight cycle? Oh, do I have Oh, alright, now's actually... Alright, hold up. I'll be right back to try to figure this out. Alright, guys. I think I figured out the command. It is /game_rule advance time. They changed it from do daylight cycle, I think, to... Yep, it is... It went from do daylight cycle to advanced time, as well as advanced weather to do weather cycle... From do weather cycle to advanced time. So, yeah. So yeah, that is that, and then we can move on over to this ride. Yeah, it's technically a ride. It is called the Log Splash. It's another log flume ride, except this time it uses actual water. The design is by that YouTuber name right there, Man Do Min. More boats. So yeah, we can put it down like that, and we can enjoy this very, very slow ride. In fact, let's actually speed it up a little bit. There we go. So yeah, enjoying this nice slow boat ride. And then this part is kind of broken, especially considering, that part's kind of broken, especially considering you get out of the boat. It forces you to get out of the boat. Oh, you could get a good view of the back of the park from here. And then let's turn around. And yep, that happened. Oh, and then it's gonna happen again. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that part is kind of broken. Like those water elevators. And yeah, that is this ride. It is very slow, but oh, I kind of forgot I'm not in creative. So yeah, that is that. And yeah, I think there is one more thing. Oh no, there's two more things. A minigame and a shop. Let's do the shop first. Right over here. It is a water park shop. This is another tutorial that I followed for this one, designed by a YouTuber named Devil MC. And then we can go back here for to get the register, to be the cashier. In fact, let me put those water bottles, those excess water bottles in there. And yeah, that is that. And then we have one more thing. It is of this mini game right here. It is called Guardian of the Water. And here are the rules. And yeah, these sticks give knockback, and if I come up here, yeah, you'll need to set your spawn point here, considering in order to win, you need to make the other person drown. So yeah, this is where the Guardian came from, and that's why I made that an Elder Guardian instead of the regular Guardian. So yeah, the aim is to stay in here and keep the other people out. So yeah. That is that, and I think that is it, and we can do a quick little ride on the monorail. So yeah, it should only take a few minutes. So yeah, like on the water park monorail. So yeah, oh yeah, I kind of forgot to show the seating area as well. So yeah, and then yeah, we have the maps like I showed you guys before. And yeah, we can do a quick little ride on the monorail. So that way I can show you guys what the... Oh, I actually don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. So yeah, I will do a quick little ride on the monorail, and I will be back with you guys at the end of the ride. Alrighty, that is the end of that is the end of the monorail trip. So yeah, we can go ahead and finish off the video. We can go ahead and conclude the video, but before I do, I want to take a quick look from spawn because I forgot to do this I forgot to do the daylight cycle. I forgot to turn the daylight cycle back on. So yeah, let's take a good look at the park from up top. It looks really good, especially at night. So yeah, I forgot to do that whole thing. So my apologies for that, because I made sure to activate it before the theme park tour. So yeah, that is going to do it for this video. That's going to do it for this episode of My Creation Showcases / part 2 of the McMiner World Tour. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing and ringing the bell for updates on new videos. Especially considering I really want to get this world up for download for you guys as soon as possible, because this world is officially ready for download. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. See you guys.